Welcome to The Recovery Idiot. Please like and subscribe and visit therecoveryidiot.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're still trying to figure out how TikTok works. The following contains explicit language and situations that some might find unsettling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my god, I almost did it the right way. Let's see what happens now. Let me bring in my man Kyle. Yo, what's up? You there?
What's up?
Alright, I think that almost worked the right way. Nah, I fucked it up now. But hold on. Let me get us up on the screen. Alright. I found out something interesting yesterday. Had no
What's
idea.
that?
It was yesterday that the first Recovery Idiot video went out. So it was the Recovery Idiot's birthday. And I wanted to celebrate.
Happy birthday!
Here, take a hat. Put it on. Yeah. It's
a celebration.
What's up?
It's a celebration.
Well, it's supposed to be. I thought these things would be louder. Okay, so a year ago, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I still don't. But my whole plan was get these people to share their experience, strength, and hope so that other drug addicts like myself might find out that, hey, this shit in that stupid thing called Alcoholics Anonymous might actually work for changing my life. And it's been a fun time, and it's gone in a lot of different directions. And one of the amazing things I just noticed, all right, this right here is the Recovery Idiot's YouTube profile. There's 1,400 subscribers. That's sick.
That's good.
This one video right here has
That's crazy.
407,000 views. Like, that's nuts. There's like 500,000 people that have seen some of this absolute insanity that we enjoy so much. And something that just came along recently is the Recovery Idiot on Instagram. The Instagram has 2,000 followers right now. Like, we're making a difference. We are solving the drug epidemic in this world, one meme at a time. And that's what it's about. And I'm glad you're here to
Doing
be a part
big
of the
things.
celebration. But hey, I got you a present, and I wanted you to see this.
What you got?
Now, when you roll up to meetings, this looks like you're about to pop out a badge, but no, it's the official Recovery Idiot business card holder.
Oh, finally. Oh, yeah,
come on,
there
let
we
me
go.
look
That's
to it.
now we're
Right
doing
there.
big things.
Look, looks like a badge. Freeze. And now
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now
So
we're
I'll give
official.
it- yes, and you're the main spokesman of the Recovery Idiot. There's you, Brittany. There's Shirley out there. The Recovery Idiot street team really making a difference. But I
For
just
sure, we
wanted
can make a
to-
big difference with those cards for sure.
Oh, we can just, every girl I see in yoga pants walking around the neighborhood, just go up to her and say, like, hey, excuse me, man, would you like one of these? And just, have an excuse to stalk the girls.
Get her number.
I'm just trying to help the sick and suffering. And if, a lot of those happen to be extremely hot with like tight pants and like tube tops, well, so be it. That's the way God wanted it. So we got cards, we got shirts. Shirts
We need
to
some
get a little more
hats.
professional. Hats. Okay, yes, we need hats. But what we really need is more fucking videos. And
More videos.
I had this woman who was going to come over tonight. This is how insane recovery is. I've wanted this problem my whole life, and now this is how it presents itself. She tells me I'm on the way, but I'm bringing 2 women with me. So for the
Ooh.
first time in my life, I get a woman coming over who's bringing women with her. And I got a woman at the house already. There'd be 4 women in my house. That's something I've dreamed about my entire life. And I had to
You're
say
a player.
because she's bringing crazy voodoo witch girls with her. They just came from some like weird ceremony, which she was going to explain it all tonight, but it just wasn't the right time and place. So me and her are going to try to make a video finally tomorrow. She's got an amazing story and she's an awesome person, but she's kind of a witch. or whatever it is. I don't know, some weird transferring energy from, people touching their hands and the vibe of the universe and all that crazy shit. And yes, they're sober and that's what they do. It's like you think getting off drugs, you deal with normal people, but it's the exact fucking opposite.
Oh my God, no.
So while we're here celebrating, saying happy birthday, Recovery Idiot, how's your job been going, Mr. All-Star Recovery? I don't even know what
It's
to
been
call you.
going good, man. I don't know what to call it either, but I mean, I just know what getting sober and doing the right thing can do for you. The other day I got nominated by the people that that own my business to be a or not my business, their business, to be a sober companion for a guy that had just came out of detox and he needed someone to basically just hang out with him and make sure he didn't drink himself to death. And so I was able to sit there with him and hang out with him for a whole week, and he had Oxycontin 10s, and I didn't touch none of that. I didn't even think about doing it. I just was like on a spiritual high, and them even trusted me enough to even sit there with this dude.
Yeah, it's funny that the oxys are a part of it, but I've told people I've been in charge of narcotics before, giving people their medication, and like it's not even a thing anymore. Like it's not tempting, it doesn't look like a good idea. It's just
Nah. I just think about withdrawal, no matter what. It don't even matter. I look at these things, or like here at the halfway house and giving out the meds. I think, and Suboxone, because I give out Suboxone and stuff. I just think withdrawal, withdrawal, withdrawal. No, it don't even. The high doesn't even. I don't even think about the high.
no. Well, that's a good thing. People always say, play out the tape, play out the tape. Well, every time the tape ends detoxing somewhere, it's usually in jail. And if I were
Yeah,
to
and
take
like I'm
one,
sick of it, man.
and you know what, 10 is just going to lead you to fentanyl, which leads you to meth, which leads you to walking down the street with no clothes on in Fort Pierce, getting
No
kicked out of
clothes
strip
on,
club.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think about it. It was just cool just sitting there with somebody that we were complete opposite and just learning, his life story and him like listening to my life story. We watched our podcast, My Recovery Idiot podcast, and he was just amazed that I was still alive. And
We all are.
you know what? Honestly, I mean, yeah, he took oxys because he just had surgery and stuff like that. But he was just a chronic alcoholic, and it really opened my eyes to how how much of a demon alcohol is, man. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm a drug addict and I've drank, but it was never like how he wakes up drinking all day, every day. He's like a big success. He was a successful man. He could have everything you ever wanted in like a business and like a job. He was an analyst for news overseas and stuff like that, and on the news over there. But every job he's ever had, he's lived in Poland, he lived in Russia, he lived in Iraq. Every job he's ever had, he's drank himself out of.
It's
I
amazing.
mean, it's crazy. Like,
Well,
I mean,
that's a
yeah,
real alcoholic. And I
I
mean,
mean,
I
I
felt
see it all the time, but man, I don't know. It was just, it was a really eye opening.
yeah, I used to honestly like look down at alcoholics, like big deal. You never went through DTs, you never had to shoot up, you never had to go to the hood. Man, alcoholics go through some shit. And I mean, it's bad. I mean, you have to, like we would have to take a shot when you wake up. You got to wake up and drink alcohol, just alcohol all day, and it destroys your body as you're doing it. Yeah, it's no joke. And they're tempted every day, every store they go to, every truck full
And
of
like
beer that
shakes,
drives by.
he hasn't, he had just came out of detox. He had been in detox for almost a month, but still, he was
Jesus.
still shaking, and just pale and just skinny, and like, I mean, I remember like when I was young, my uncle drank and drank and drank and drank, and he used to hide like mini bottles. You know what I'm saying? Because you could
The
hide
little
them like,
airplane bottles.
yeah, the little airplane bottles, and I could see this guy, probably doing something like that. And I mean, Lord, I hope he doesn't. God bless him. But I just think, some people. I'm not saying he won't, but like, I just seen it with alcoholics. Drug addicts. We sometimes we'll either die or we'll get sober. Alcoholics, it's just hard for them to have long term sobriety. I've just seen it. Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
because
harder for them.
there's
It seems like.
a way for a lot of alcoholics to actually function and still be drinking. There are functioning alcoholics, but you did what you're supposed to do. You told them your story. You listen to his,
Mhm.
like, if anything, he goes back to where he's from and thinks, wow, I met the craziest human being I've ever known my entire life.
I said he had already reported back to everybody how good of a person I was and how awesome it was to spend some time with me and how caring and how a good man I was, a God man, because that was where we really connected. Why is Wi-Fi doing
No,
that?
why is this happening?
I don't know why it's doing that.
We'll just keep talking for a second, see if it works itself out.
No, I was just saying that when we started talking about God and spiritual connection and everything like that, that's really when we started like connecting a lot. Like he started opening up to me more, and he realized how much of a God man I was and how spiritual I was, and that really was like a bonding thing for us from the beginning
Well,
when I
as
started
that
talking
happens
about
to
God.
actually be the solution, that was a good way to go. It's kind of crazy that you listen to some of the music we listen to because I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I'm just old. I don't realize that other people my age are in their 50s now. Like the people I grew up with are in their 50s. Like
I don't
it's
either. Like you just don't find people that listen to that music anymore. It's just like it's rare.
yes, especially Cro-Mags and some of the other not death
Yeah,
metal, but like dark metal bands you guys are listening to.
I don't know. It was just odd because you look at this guy and you would think, No way." Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's
Like
like a dweeby banker looking
yeah,
guy.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was really crazy. He couldn't believe that I knew these bands, and I couldn't believe he knew these bands. So it was like perfect.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what it took to connect to this guy, and that's might be something that changes his life. If he doesn't stay sober, at least you planted the seed in his head. He knows there's another way to live.
It was just an experience. I don't know. It was just I don't know. I believe it had God did it. You know what I mean? Just to let me know how good I've been doing. I think I mean everybody noticed it at work and told me how they trusted me in it, and just made me feel like I was doing something right just by sending me out there. They even trusted me to even represent the company.
Yeah, think where you were a year ago.
I was in detox.
Where were you a
Look,
year before that?
right detox. Uh, let's see. Last year I was in detox when you were talking about it was a year for the recovery idiot. This time last year I was in detox. The year before that I would think I was eating a bunch of Klonopin somewhere, and then the year before that I was coming off methadone. So
Well, you survived the war. That's why you're good at what you do now. Always remember those detoxes and those DTs, and it
oh
all
my
starts with one.
God. Horrible, man. Like, I don't know. I'm just grateful to be where I'm at now with the help of you and Geo and God, just my family support, people never giving up on me, you know what I mean? AA, the support that I built in the fellowship and the program, like I don't know, I wouldn't be here without all that. That's why I tell a lot of the guys at the halfway house. It's like, dude, even if you don't listen to what they say at the meetings, at least go there and just talk to people and network with people so you can have people to hang out with that are good people.
And people that survived it too. The only reason I'm here is because people helped me. 5 years ago, a guy gave me a ride. A guy talked to me in a meeting. A guy who ended up being Geo's sponsor, it turns out, talked to me 5 years ago and was like, have you ever actually tried before? I'm like, yeah, I've been in AA and NA. He's like, no, have you ever actually tried? And I was like, well, I guess not. So all I did was try. And I had people that, were there to listen and taught me what they did. And it's a very simple program. We just make things difficult.
It is simple, man. That's what somebody said this the other day. It's simple, but I don't know, we just ain't never
It's a
surrendered to anything
simple
like this.
program for complicated people. And we overcomplicate everything. That's why
Very, very.
but you're here now and you're doing a great job. And you're here to celebrate the recovery idiot. And I'm going to
Yep.
have a new video soon. And if not, we're going to check in again and we're going to talk about chickens and what you once did to them.
I know. I feel so bad now. Yeah, right. I'll rip one apart right now. I'm just
Right.
kidding.
We'll say that. But hey, before I go, what was the story on the deck or the balcony that collapsed?
Well, I guess about 8 years ago, I was looking at my Facebook memories and I got pictures on there like the other day. I was living, well, I had warrants, so I was staying with this girl and she was a stripper. It was like a brothel over there every night, you know what I mean? Anyways, so she let me stay over there. We had like this, we were having parties like every night, but this one night we were on the back porch and she had the brilliant idea to get like 10, 15 people on the back porch to take a picture, and the fucking porch broke off the house. And I hit the ground, but I was so fucking faded off heroin that I just sat right up. And everybody else like had like broken. This one dude broke his leg. This other girl, her collarbone shot out of her chest. There was a girl got hit in the head with a beam. There's all types of shit, man. I mean, I was like playing like paramedic, bro. Like I was all high. I was like, damn, faded. It was crazy, man. And I ended up going to jail. I ended up getting an attorney for it because they were all like, I don't know what I was like, I'm suing the homeowners insurance to get a check, right? And so they all followed me and they used my attorney. I ended up, because I had a warrant, so I ended up getting locked up, of course, within like 2 weeks. So I'm in jail. They sue the homeowners insurance, or they had renters insurance, got paid, and left me locked up. And didn't put no money on my books, no nothing. I was in there, and my back is still fucked up from that shit. then the strippers ended up suing the strip club they worked at because they said that they were pressuring them into prostitution, and they got money from that too. You think anybody put money on my books? I get out of jail, they're driving new cars and shit. They got me blocked. Yeah,
that's the type of stuff that keeps the people coming to meetings and finding that hope, experience, and strength. That's great,
dude. It was crazy. That was a crazy ordeal. I can still like remember falling from that deck, dude. It was crazy.
I fell off a ladder like 2 or 3 years ago. It was like 10 feet in the air, and I still, if I think about it long enough, I remember the exact feeling, falling through the air, hitting the ground, what it felt like. Oh my god.
And look, the way it was is we were on the porch, and the porch shifted to the left. If it wouldn't have shifted to the left, and it would have fell right down, people would have got like stakes running through them and shit from the wood, from the porch wood. You know what I mean? But it just twisted and went to the side. If it wouldn't have did that,
like slid down.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I hit myself. I just sat right up. That heroin comforted me that night.
No, that's why so many car accidents I walked away from, because I was on methadone or heroin or Xanax. Like, I'll go through a windshield and walk away. Like, what happened?
I know. It's like, what happened? Everybody else is fucked up. Yeah, that was a crazy incident, man. I put that on my trauma timeline.
Well, maybe we'll address that. You can make amends to the porch.
When I get the pictures, I've got them on my Facebook. I'll send you the pictures and show you how bad the deck it was.
All right.
There was this one kid that was just walking around Snapchatting people with fucked up arms and broken legs.
Oh, I wish there was footage of all these parties. All right. Well, I know you're tired. Go to sleep, and we'll talk soon.
All right, dog. I'll talk to you later. Love you, dog. Hey, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye.
Peace out.
Later.
Kyle is wonderful. One of the things we have in common. We have so much in common, but the music we listen to, the bands we've seen, and the methadone we took. Kyle knows how horrible getting off methadone is. That's one of the things that brought us together. And me and Kyle and methadone is the reason that this was created. So, hope you enjoy. Happy birthday to the Recovery Idiot. Thank you to everybody who has participated, everyone who's made a video, everyone who watches the video, everyone who follows and subscribes on Instagram and YouTube. And you are the real Recovery Idiots. It's not just about me. It's about everybody who participates in the slightest way. And thank you. I love you all. Let's continue to spread the word that recovery is possible, even for people like us. And keep on trucking. Here we go. Methadone time.
Fentanyl, heroin, and a little Xanax. When I run low, I start to panic. I could do a little, just not a bunch. Hit me with that Narcan, I take too much. Waking in a bed to soak it wet. Empty bags, empty caps, all my money spent. I make a few calls, yo, you got that? I need Dilaudid and morphine and Percocet. No more sniffing, I go straight to the IV. Every day I gotta get as high as I can be. Don't think I can stop, what is wrong with me? There's only one choice left that I can see. Get me in the line, I don't wanna be sick. Let's go to the methadone clinic. Get me in the line, I don't wanna be sick. fentanyl, heroin, and a little Xanax. When I run low, I start to panic. I can do a little, just not a bunch. Hit me with that Narcan when I take too much. Waking in a bed that's soaking wet. Empty bags, empty caps, all my money spent. I make a few calls, yo, you got that? I need Dilaudid and morphine and Percocet. No more sniffing, I go straight to the IV. Every day I gotta get as high as I can be. Don't think I can stop what is wrong with me. There's only one choice left that I can see. Get me in the line, I don't wanna be sick. Let's go to the methadone clinic. Get me in the line, I don't wanna be sick. Let's go to the methadone clinic. Get me in the line, I don't wanna be sick. Let's go to the methadone clinic. Choice left that I can